is Silas Grinya. I am CEO of Amazon Counseling Center, and I am a consultant psychologist. And depression is a mental illness. It is a illness that affects the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we behave. It is a very common illness that actually affects about 300 million people worldwide. And in Kenya currently, it is affecting about 1.9 million, those who are affected by depression. Now, many people would want to know, how do I get to realize that I am depressed or someone else is depressed? The most important thing is, first of all, to be diagnosed by a psychologist or a psychiatrist. But sometimes there are several symptoms that you can see, and actually it tells you that you could be grappling with depression. Those very low moments whereby you're not excited by anything, you're not enjoying anything that you enjoyed before, like you probably would enjoy swimming, enjoy watching soccer, but you don't enjoy that anymore. You enjoyed being with people, and now you realize you want to isolate yourself most of the time. There is lack of appetite, even though a few percentage of people with depression eat a lot, but majority will have no appetite for food. Some other times you're not able to sleep, but also there is a little percentage again of those who sleep, and they sleep a lot. You can sleep for even 2 days, whereby you don't see anyone, you don't eat, you don't take shower, you're not motivated. Like you don't want to do anything, wake up and do anything. What happens is, with depression, is that it takes your energy away, because you're so much thinking about things that are happening in your life. We call them intrusive thoughts. So you think about negative things that have happened in your life, or perceived negative things that are likely to happen in your life. And so that is what bothers you when you have depression. I have seen people who cannot wash their utensils. I've seen people who cannot move a chair. I've seen people who have gotten to a point that they cannot even take care of their children because they feel so depressed and so lethargic, meaning they have no energy at all. And depression also can be caused by failed relationships. Like for example, you're having a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or a family member, let's say a father, a mother. You have a very good relationship with that person, and so somehow that person rejects you. When you get rejected by such a significant person, you can feel worthless, and little by little you can get into depression. And especially where you have no people that you can talk to, you cannot express what you're feeling, you can get all the way to depression. Another thing that causes depression is when you lose someone that you love. We call it grief. So when you go through grief over time, maybe a grief that you're not allowed to express to other people. Let's say, for example, you lose a baby through abortion or through miscarriage, and people cannot come and console you. You are left on your own. You can grapple with that pain and until you get even depression. The symptoms of depression is that feeling, for example, being unable to concentrate, maybe because something happened to you, probably which predisposed you to depression, and you constantly think about that, and you try even to concentrate on work, you realize you cannot. Another symptom of depression is feeling sad, like constantly sad through and through. Even when beautiful things are happening in your life, you don't enjoy them, they do not excite you. People get to a point where they feel they are worthless. Maybe something happened to you and it made you lose that self-worth. And so you feel like, I am not needed in the world. I am a burden probably to other people because they cannot understand my moods. They cannot understand why I am not able to wake up. They cannot understand why I don't enjoy things that should usually be exciting. And so you feel like you're a burden to other people. And most people, when they get there, they will actually start thinking of committing suicide. In the Western world, you realize that psychology basically is well known, and counseling is, one part and parcel of the medical support for the Americans and for people from Europe. But in Africa, this really is an issue that many people do not know. Like depression in Africa looks like a point of weakness. Like you're so weak that you cannot wake up. You're so weak and you cannot be able to perform very well. And so people do not see it as a mental illness, and therefore it's not considered. That's why when you focus on insurance companies around or medical covers, they do not take care of mental illnesses. Mostly they focus on other illnesses and not medical illnesses, and not mental illnesses as such. But at the same time, it's important to also realize that Africans also sometimes they will have what we call superstitions, that they think you've been bewitched. That's why you cannot wake up. That's why you don't enjoy seeing other people. You want to stay alone. And of course, loneliness is also associated with, being a witch, like in Africa. And so the moment you stay alone, people tend to think probably even you're a witch. And therefore, there's a lot of other preconceptions and misconceptions that are taking place as far as mental illness is concerned. So we need all to come up and support mental health and make people realize that actually mental health is a illness like any other.